Welcome to F12 MJD News Updates. Greetings to you, dear friends and faithful. The Pope prays for peace on the Feast of the Immaculate Conception. Gaza death tolls near 18,000. The first World Day of Children will be celebrated by the Catholic Church in May 2024. More Rohingya boats are landing in Indonesia. The fastest supercomputers are coming to Malaysia. Revive high-speed railway project. Revive the forest city, says the news. Pray for the new cabinet to serve without fear or favor. Contrasting times. Vatican unveiled the nativity scene depicting not only Mary and Joseph at the manger, but also St. Francis of Assisi. It was the 800th anniversary of this tradition. In contrast, the churches in Bethlehem and Palestine have opted for a Christmas without festivities. Even their crypt features the baby Jesus born among rubbles and ruined homes and even partially buried. A Christmas filled with anxieties, uncertainties, and fragility. Wars and their effects are evil, yet there is so much glitter, gaiety, and gallows in the many cities. We live in a world where funerals are more important than the dead. Marriage is more important than love, and looks are more important than the soul. We live in a packaging culture that despises content, says Jodie Foster. A thought for the week. Two men went fishing. One was an experienced fisherman, the other wasn't. Every time the inexperienced fisherman caught a big fish, he threw it back. The experienced fisherman watched this going on all day and finally got tired of seeing this man waste good fish. "Why do you keep throwing back all the big fish you catch?" he asked. The inexperienced fisherman replied, "I only have a small frying pan." Lesson from the big fish. Sometimes, like the fisherman, we throw back the big plans, the big dreams, the big jobs, the big opportunities that God gives us. Our faith is too small, or we are small-minded, or say we are not ready. We laugh at that fisherman who didn't figure out that all he needed was a bigger frying pan. Yet how ready are we to handle the big fish that comes to us? Are we the one who reject, veto, or discard opportunities because we are not ready nor properly equipped? Do not reject the big things that come your way because of our small-mindedness. Announcements for this week. 1. The YMCA Johor invites you to a Christmas and year-end fellowship on the 28th of December 2023 at 7 p.m. at the Church of Immaculate Conception, Johor Bahru. In the spirit of ecumenism, all South Johor Catholic parishes participants are encouraged to join in. Get your tickets. More information follows. 2. Remember the Kasih Initiative, an Advent fundraising drive organized by the Catholic Bishops of Malaysia to move the social mission agenda, the care for creation of second home, the migrant and refugees, and the poor and the new poor. If you have missed a chance to donate, contribute at your parish office and say for Kasih collection. 3. Be reminded that the 24th December Mass is still the 4th Sunday in Advent Mass. Christmas Vigil Masses begin with the 24th Night Masses. Q&Q. Q asks, what type of leadership do we need for today's culture? a new leader who champions a new way of leading in today's culture? That's the answer. One who is committed to 3 fundamentals. First, know yourselves deeply but live to serve others. The new leader cannot lead others unless they can lead himself. So leaders dig deeply into themselves, confront their flaws, and ultimately achieve peaceful acceptance of themselves and the unique role they can play in the world. But after that, in this introspective deep dive within, leaders turn outward. They do not live for themselves alone, but transcend themselves to serve others. The wisdom and energy generated from their self-knowledge isn't bottled up, but radiates outward. Second, immerse yourself in the world, but withdraw from the world daily. The new leader immerses themselves in the world with eyes open to its joys and sufferings, with hands calloused from sharing the everyday struggles of those around them. They are not apart or aloof, but in touch and accountable. They cultivate solidarity, especially with those who are neglected and marginalized. Yet while immersed in the world, they are not fully of the world. They do not drift on the tide of text, media stimulation, and phone calls, but withdraw daily to reflect, to feel gratitude for all they have, to take in the big picture, and to remind themselves of their values and beliefs. Third, live in the present and revere tradition, but creates the future. The new leader seizes today's opportunities fully because it's the only opportunity they are certain of having. They stand for something, honoring the beliefs and values bequeathed by their tradition. But deeply rooted in tradition does not mean stuck. They are not enslaved by the past. They do not shrink from change fearfully, but drive change with hope and optimism. They run to the future, not from it. Chris Lowney. Continue to pray for peace within and peace in the world. The Prince of Peace is here. Prepare a way for the Lord. May your Christmas be a Christmas with Christ. God bless you.